Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Several parents within the Fargo School District are planning a peaceful protest surrounding the district's plan to temporarily move to distance learning next month due to COVID-19.
Fargo Public Schools announced yesterday both middle and high school students will make the switch from October 5th through the 19th, while elementary student schedules will remain the same.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with parents planning to take part in the demonstration next week and has our story.
Out of over 11,000 students in the district, Fargo Public Schools says there have been 35 positive COVID-19 cases, a number both Janae White and Don Hager say doesn't justify the district's distance learning decision.
We just feel it was too soon to make that decision. We're not there at that point yet.
I just don't feel that the schools have been inundated with this virus to the point where we need to now go all online.
And there's more parents who feel the same, now connected and only growing in this public Facebook group, planning to peacefully gather outside the district office next Monday afternoon.
I can't just sit back and let my point of view and my support for my student go unheard.
Both White and Hager say while their high school boys are doing fine in their online learning days, they know that's not the case for everyone.
This isn't preparing them for what's to come ahead. It's not preparing them for college or for life.
Adding they worry students might not ever go back to school if the district goes through with their plan next month.
Once we go to this 2 weeks, what is stopping them from just, oh, it's doing fine, just now, we're just going to keep it this way.
Both women also make it clear they're not against the district taking precautions against the virus, saying they know COVID-19 is real and have experienced its wrath.
If they actually saw a large spike in positive cases in the schools, I could totally understand that. But if you're looking at 0.3% of our student population being positive right now, 0.3%, not even 0.5%, that just doesn't warrant going to all online.
Adding they think students should also get a say in what happens to their learning style and hope the district will listen to all concerns with an open mind. In North Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Parents say next week's demonstration will start outside the Fargo Public Schools district office just before 2 o'clock and will run for about an hour.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz stopped by a Moorhead Elementary School today as part of his effort to tour schools across the state.
He visited outdoor classrooms and shared with kids and teachers how he was a fourth grade teacher. The governor also talked about the violence happening in the Twin Cities. According to a report from the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, Minnesota saw an increase in violent crimes last year.
Minnesotans and Americans in general, you deserve to feel safe in your community. Everybody safe across the spectrum. And when we're seeing spikes in this, we need to get at the heart of what's causing it. And then we need to make sure that those folks who are committing these crimes are caught, prosecuted, and of course, pay their debt to society.
The governor also made a stop in St. Cloud. He stressed the need for Minnesotans to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart to stop the spread of COVID-19.
What a wonderful day to say goodbye to summer and hello to fall. Today's conditions have been pretty special, and we're hoping they'll stay that way, stay just as nice tonight. Hutch?
It looks like a beautiful evening out there. Get out and enjoy. We do have some changes coming. More on that in a moment. Right now, if you are heading out the door, and you are going eastbound on I-94, there is a backup from the Red River Bridge all the way back to the tri-level there at I-29 and I-94. So very, very slow and go traffic there on I-94. Here's a look at current temperatures, and look at Moorhead, 86 degrees there, 83 in Fargo. Bemidji warm as well in the upper 70s. Elsewhere, it's hot in the central Dakotas, still near 90. There's a cool front, and that will bring changes by tomorrow. So moral of the story, get out and enjoy your beautiful summer-like fall evening. 71 in the 8 o'clock hour, light winds and a few more clouds as we go into the overnight, but it looks quiet. I cannot say quiet for tomorrow. We're going to have some areas of rain, clouds, and much cooler weather on its way. Hour by hour details here in just a little bit.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
Fargo police need your help in locating 34-year-old Craig Rogers Melton. He was last seen on September 17th in Fargo in a red 1999 Saturn SL with Oregon plates 653 KYU, along with 2 unidentified men. Craig was reportedly giving the men a ride to Belcourt, North Dakota. He hasn't been heard from since. He's 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 200 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt. If you have any information, call police at 701-235-44 9-3.
The body of a missing man has been found in rural Itasca County, Minnesota. 39-year-old Timothy Dosovich was reported missing 7 days ago. His body was found on Sunday in the woods just southwest of Hibbing. No other information about the death is being released at this time. A bill named for a Fargo woman who was murdered is now waiting for the president's signature. Savannah LaFontaine Graywind was murdered in 2017. She was 8 months pregnant with her first child when authorities say she was killed for her baby. Her body was found in the Red River. This bill will require the reporting of missing and murdered Native Americans. It will also direct the Departments of Justice and the Interior to consult with tribes while developing national law enforcement guidelines.
A local mom says cars need to be looking both ways after her son was hit by a vehicle in Fargo on his way to school. It happened on the north side of 25th Street South and I-94 exit around 7:35 yesterday morning. Jessica Gores tells us her 16-year-old son Jaden was heading to Fargo South High School. The traffic sign said walk, but right when he crossed, Gores says an SUV crashed into him, causing an elbow fracture and several bruises to his back and arms.
When he got hit, he flew on the gentleman's hood. Then the gentleman realized he was on the hood, slammed on his brakes, and he went flying off and landed on his back. If it wasn't for his backpack, it would have been a lot worse.
The North Dakota Department of Transportation has cameras on the top of several highway exits around Fargo. However, we're told that none have live video. They just take still photos.
One person is now dead following a crash in Grand Forks that happened almost a week ago. The victim is a 71-year-old woman from Manville, North Dakota. Charges are not expected for the other driver. You can find more information on the crash on our VNL News app. Clay County deputies will be getting new body cameras.
Sheriff Mark Empting says it's a great tool to remain transparent with the community and to hold deputies accountable. It will be used to help with investigations. Sheriff Empting says video from the body cameras are not private and will be available upon request. It will not be available if the video is part of an open investigation, but could be released after it's closed. If you're looking for a new job, you'll want to be prepared for some differences in the hiring process. We have the tips for you and what to be prepared for later.
And a beautiful sunrise at Equinox as we take a look at that tower cam time lapse. Sunrise coming up over our day and warming us up. I'll have details on a cool down in your forecast right after this.